Hello guys, Major Colton here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Unac out of the Gatling gun build tutorial quad that I have already previously put out. And I will be leaving a link in the description for the build tutorial for this quad if you ever want to actually make this Unac, because they go hand in hand. But let's get to it. Skadoosh. Okay, let's start with the legs. First, you're going to want to use this chip right here, the MV Emilio KDO2, and you want to have these for the settings. And the reasoning behind that is, well, 5, because it's a good, just average. Most of these are just average. And the relative elevation you want to set to higher, because quads are always better if they're higher than the enemy, blah blah blah, stuff like that. This one you want to use the MB Eriton MR024 chip, and these are the stats you want to use for it. Okay, let's just go around the circle and you can be filling them in as you go. Okay, for this you're going to want to use the, oh yeah, by the way, the overall chip you put those on is the CA Baruch MVP R3, and the overall chip on this one is the CA Edmund Rayf 3. And for the pieces you want to use the RA James R2 STD giggity. Okay, and these are the stats you're going to want on those. And the RA Vitella RSA shield chip, and these are the stats you're going to want on it. Okay, for the next one, the CA Edmund Layf 3, then the James L2 STD, these. Then for the LA Vitilia LSA, have these. Okay, and then when it comes to this, the attack category, or shoulder attack category, the CA Edmund Swift F1, and you're going to want to use the SU Edgar S2 missile, and these are the stats you're going to want. Okay, for the detection category, you're going to want the CA Martin Rec 5. And then there's a lot of movement chips here, detection chips here, by the way. That's what you need, a lot of that, so that your person will basically have better vision than an actual player. You'll have that 360 view. You'll just be able to sense there's enemies there. First, the RC Rudyard Optic times 8. And you want these stats. Okay, next, the Rudyard Optic times 35, 350, 200. Then the Knud ACO XS. You're going to want these. Next, the RC Knud ACO 8C. And this is what you want in it. And the RC Knud ACO 8P. And this is what you want on that. Once you get all that in, then your guy will have his eyeballs all categorized and whatnot. Moving on to the targeting category, you're going to want the CA Edmund TGIF3 chip. Then for the first, you want to use the TJ Maxim TET1, and you want to have it set to ACs, so your person will be less likely to be wasting ammo and missiles on stuff like just random shit laying around the place, like boxes and helicopters. And with this build, since it's using large missiles, you don't want to waste those. You don't get a lot of them. Next, you want to use the Vachen TFR1 and have it set to focus, so it'll help fire along with you and focus down a specific enemy, whoever you're shooting. It'll be more of a team player. Okay, for the evasion category, you want to start off with the CA Martin AVD 5, because we're going to need a lot of chips on it. And first, you want to use the Hendrike AH1DM. You want these for the stats. Okay, next you want the Julian AG3 or AJ3. My bad. Sorry. These are the stats. Next, the Leo ABD3. These are the stats. And next is the Norman AHM3D for dodging missiles and stuff. And these are the stats for that. And really, I have mine set to dodge right, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can change that if you want. Really doesn't make much of a difference. Next for the special movement category, the CA Edmund EMA 3 is the first one you want, your little base foundation chip. And then from that, you're going to want to use the EXM Ludwig EH3. And here are the stats for those. Just pause the video. I'm sure you already know that by now. I'll just pause it as I get to the chips because I'm trying to keep the time down on this. In another video, I'll probably go through and explain exactly how to, like in a beginner's guide series I'm probably thinking of doing, and I'll be explaining how to come up with your own things and program your own chips and whatnot. But for now, this is just a tutorial where I'm giving you a Unac and the build for the Unac, so be grateful. EXM France EG3, here are the stats, because this is basically my way of trading it to all the world and basically trying to help the new guys have something to train against and help the community get started back up, help the new guys have a little bit of little extra punch to them if they need it, because most new guys don't have good Unacs. Here's a stat. Oh yeah, by the way, Igor ET1, here are the stats. And that's all for that. That's all she wrote. Special action category. You're going to start with the Martin XA5. Next, you use the Coxus XR30. Here are the stats for that. Adjust EXSNX. Here are the stats. EXA GERD EXBC2. Here are the stats. EXA Just EXSN3. And here are the stats for that. And I do believe that's everything on this one. Yeah. All in all, the grade on this Unac, I do believe, let's check. If you did everything correctly, this is what your grade should be. Your score should be 18, 143 with a grade of great. It has 100% sync and whatnot. And if that's not what you got, you might need to rewatch the video and try and figure out where you might have put something wrong. But if you liked the video, let me know if you liked it and if you actually used this. Let me know. If you liked the video, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.